Hi, my name is Brian DeWitt. I work here at Reefer Services Incorporated. I've been here about 10 years. I'm the parts manager here, so I do a lot of the handling on the day-to-day stuff as far as orders, receiving, any inventory whatsoever. I'm supposed to be managing that, and IM3 has helped tremendously with that. It helps track what we've used, what we haven't used, a little bit more into detail than what we used to have with our MS-DOS program. Some of the issues that we had with the MS-DOS is our old system, you keep notes, you try to remember. I mean, there's a number of things that could go wrong with any of that because you're not relying on the system, and that's the point of IM3. The point of IM3, I believe, is to take all that stuff off of me so I don't have to try to remember the million of transactions that we do a year. For example, the part comes in now, we know immediately. You know, sometimes with the old system, unfortunately, you're not going to look over those notes every day, every hour, every half hour, whatever. So sometimes a part could sit on the shelf for a day or two. And you just don't walk by that shelf every day, so you don't know it's there. You look at the note, you realize, oh, we have this. Where in the world is it? Another thing about the new system is it got put on a certain location. You go to IM3, you see it's there. Immediately, it lets you know it's here. You see where that transaction is, where that location is. You know where the part is. The old system depends on where the person put it when they got it in. One thing that is nice about the system is the transferring to locations, or what we call service trucks. We have 4 different service trucks, and those service trucks, 3 of them go out on an everyday basis. The 4th one here is kind of like here for an emergency type thing. Also at night, everyone's on call. So if one of our mechanics here gets on call, he goes out. So these service trucks all have their location as well. When they go out, they use all their parts. The old system was set up the same way, but we'd have to wait until the end of the day to see all their work orders. We'd have to take all their work orders and pull all their parts separately. Then we'd take their work orders and go put them into the system and then transfer everything manually. So a million things could go wrong with that. A lot of times, you know, one part gets transferred wrong, but the right part gets billed out. I don't even want to go into detail on all the things that could go wrong, but that's basically the main thing. So it throws off your inventory on the service truck, it throws off your inventory on your shop. With IM3 now, they're out in the service truck, and we have a hotspot and a laptop, which we already had laptops because we do downloads and everything else. So all it really is getting a hotspot for every service truck. They put in the system right away the customer, the serial number, the hours, everything, so we don't have to worry about it. Then they bill the parts out. It's kind of nice because they have a little handheld scanner that communicates with the laptop. They scan the same thing. They scan the work order, scan the part, scan the location, type in the quantity, done. They get back here about 4:30. The issue is when they used to get back here at 4:30, I or somebody in the parts room would have to pull all the parts and get it restocked either by the time they left that night, again, if they got called out, or the next morning. With IM3, 4 o'clock usually is what our cutoff is. 4 o'clock rolls around, we're doing the procurements right away. It tells us what parts they all used in each location, so we can simplify it to each service truck, pull all the parts, have them ready by the time they get here. The parts go on there immediately. We don't have to worry about it tonight. We don't have to worry about it tomorrow morning. And they're happy because their truck is ready to go, whether they're on call or going out first thing the next morning. So that is one of the biggest things that helps us save time, because honestly, who wants to be here till 5:30 restocking trucks?